Hi, welcome to Hook, Book, and Notebook. Today we're going to be looking at my 2026 reading journal. Here's our cover page. I did everything with acrylic markers and just kind of outlined it, nothing special. This is going to be our reading challenge. I did everything by star ratings and by half ratings. I'll just fill in a box. This is going to be our book log, and we're going to keep up with the title, and the author, and the star rating. On the genre tracker or breakdown, each square will be filled in with the genre of the book that I read, and then the format breakdown, I'll break down each box by the format that I read. Here's our yearly stats. On our yearly stats, we're just going to keep up with the basics, kind of. Total, audio, ebook, physicals, ARCs, library books, owned, number of pages, number of hours, 5 stars, DNFs, male authors, female authors, new authors, and rereads. On the next page, this is going to be me filling in a square every time I finish a book. And then the other page is 12 months of books, and I'll fill up a square also every time I finish a book and change the color every month. This is my reading mosaic. It will be broken down by genre, pages, published date, and source. And then, of course, every one of those gets a color depending on what type it is. Then we have upcoming releases. I've broken this down by month. It's had a Dutch store. And then we have our overall ranking and our book of the year that I'm going to be doing a matrix for the first time ever with. And we have our audiobooks to read. I've basically just listed all the audiobooks that I have currently to read. And then we have library savings. I'll be listing them. And then in the middle, we're going to have a physical representation of it. So each color represents an amount. And then we'll have our 5-star reads. I haven't had one yet this year. And then our physical books to read. These are all the books that are currently on my shelves that I have not read yet. Then our digital books to read. Everything that's currently in my Kindle that I need to read. And then we have our monthly breakdown. We have our read books, our hopefuls, longest, shortest, favorite, least favorite. Instead of pie charts, I'll be using bars, and then unhauled, bought, first read, last read, anticipated, readathons, and book club. And then I have 12 of those for each month. At the end of the year, we're going to have a visual stats page where I'll also be doing graphs instead of pie charts this year. There's another creator. I'll link them below. And then the reviews start. And I'm going to be doing my reviews in quarters this year. I just want the basic information. And then I'll be putting the book cover in, of course. And then I left a bunch of blank pages to fill in those reviews. And then we'll have our alphabet challenge. I'm going to use book covers this year, and a rainbow challenge, also going to use book covers. And then we have our series tracker. I left blank pages for that series tracker. And then we'll have a trope challenge and book superlatives that I'll fill in at the end of the year. My author backlist. This isn't all of them, it's just the ones I've added right now. We have a buzzword readathon and a buzzword cover challenge. And then read through the eras and Goober 2026. All of these challenges can be found on Storygraph, and I'll probably be changing the eras title. I'm not really in love with it. And then we have a DNF graveyard, which I've already started adding to. This is my year of DNFing. Books bought. And then book bingo. And I'm a huge Dramani fan, so I have a list of Dramanis that I would like to read this year. And that is it. The rest of the pages are blank for now. Thank you for joining me.